Set. 180.
98 to Mike. Switch up, switch up.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Watch that.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Good sec. 180.
98 to Mike.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Watch out.
They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Good. 20.
Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Watch out.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Good. 180.
Watch 55. Let's go. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First carry for James Conner. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day, baby. All day. All day.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Off play action. Herbert. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script. And right now, they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Protein spill. Hey, Zoo.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Hit it.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Sponge, 61, matchbox, Wi-Fi.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. SOS. Yo, dude.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Check the hot read. Real. Check 50.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They come out here in the eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. I got it.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Alert, 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 alert. 98's the mic. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Shift. Check 3, check 3. I got it.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Oh, yeah.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit. Hurry. Kings. Hurry. I got you.
From the 38, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Off play action. Herbert going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he finds McDonald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Set. 18, Gator.
It's our time.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now this throw complete to Washington. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, lock it. Hey. Orbit. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. A quick pass out to Juju. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, Haywood. Topper.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Pittsburgh.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey. Slam. Rush in.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Herbert, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
General West. Squeeze. Bravo. Now.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 32 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good.
King. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, wahoo. Hurry. Here I come. Real. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, alert 33. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. I got regular.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
At the 15-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
98's the mic. Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
198. Watch 98.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Go, go!
Check tight. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
And again, it's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit!
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no
Intended for
problems with me.
Taywan Taylor. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Pistol, pistol, pistol.
198. Watch 98. 98.
Hey, high 7.
198. Watch 98.
Hurry!
I'm coming. I'm coming.
You better get
I'm
ready.
coming.
Run, run, run.
198. Watch 98. 98.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Great job, man. Keep getting those touchdowns.
Pittsburgh.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Hunt. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Browns take
We
over
got this.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Point it right. King.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. Landry, the intended target.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Chubb on 1st down. Not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
50.
20. Alert.
We got 4. We got 4.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready, set, buzz. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel?